Excited to be with everybody today. We're excited to be with everybody today and to be able to share the winners of the 2024 International Quilt Show in Houston, the Judge Show. We're excited. Alex, hello. How are you today?
I am just really great. And I know when you came home from judging, and we'll be talking about who did judge down the road, you were ecstatic and you kept a secret, even from me, Ricky.
Well, that there are laws put in place that your lips are sealed and you make sure that everything absolutely just really gone. So yeah, so I'm actually doing my best to make sure that well, the good news now that we've practiced a little bit, Alex, you
I
do know
know.
you know a little bit more now than you did at first, right?
The quilts are just spectacular. And I would say, too, so diverse. I mean, they're so diverse. It's amazing what we're doing. And I'm going to say this worldwide. It's kind of staggering when you think about it.
I do not disagree. It's just such a special event and always a wonderful experience to go to Houston. By the way, Alex, I've been to Houston. I don't know if you know your dates, but my first year to go, I was a baby quilter in 91 and I went to Houston for the first time in 94. I did have to miss in 95. I'll be truthful about that because of another event. But since then, I've been every year that it's been going. So COVID kind of made a mess, but I've been every year.
Yeah, but because of COVID, here we are. We've got technology now to work things out. And I know when I went back after COVID, it was a love fest with everybody, just to be with everybody. But that's what the Houston International Quilt Show is. It's a love fest and beauty for your eyes, amazing things.
It really is. And, I don't know how you feel about it, but I also feel it's like a huge family reunion because we
Exactly.
get to see our teaching friends, but we also get to see our quilt community. And I know a lot of people just look forward to gathering. They may be in different places, but they gather every year. So it's fabulous.
I agree.
So, all right, Alex, I am going to get started. Everybody did not come here today to listen to you and I reminisce and chit chat. So, I'm going to pop over to the presentation, and we've got a few things to do up at the front. So, let me get things situated here, and we will go here. All right. So this year it is the International Quilt Festival Judge Show that we are dealing with today. But the Judge Show is not the only thing that happens there in Houston, right, Alex?
Right. And one of the things they always have, a lot of them are special exhibits. So they might take a work of a group or they might take the work of a person or whatever, and then they get their own special show. I know one year I had my own special show. It was unbelievably magical.
And it is magical. And also, just in this slide, I want to call attention to Paula Nadelstern's quilt because she has a special exhibit there. There's also other exhibits, and I want to shout out to Heather Prager. The quilt that you see, that will also be in special exhibits. Now, we have a message from Carrie Bresenhan. She's the founder and director emeritus of the International Quilt Festival. Hello, Carrie. I'm sure you're watching. We're so happy. And here is Alex to read a statement from Carrie Bresenhan.
All right. For our 50th anniversary, we are absolutely delighted to be partnering with Alex and Ricky of thequiltshow.com to announce the winners of the 2024 International Quilt Festival's annual judge show to a worldwide audience. You'll be seeing the best that today's quilters have to offer in 7 categories and, of course, judges' choices. And that's in addition to the fantastic workmanship displayed in our top named Master Award and Best of Show categories. The total of 52,500 in cash, non-purchase prize money is being sponsored by leading companies that support our favorite art form, quilting. So sit back and enjoy the show and think about entering your own work next year. Carrie.
Thank you, Carrie. And everybody, the International Quilt Festival this year will be held October the 31st through November the 3rd. There are still time to get your tickets, to get your hotels and go. You'll go to the George R. Brown Convention Center in downtown Houston. And don't forget, the really cool thing about this year, 50th anniversary celebration.
It's unbelievable, Ricky, when you think about it. Now, let's take a look at some facts, some numbers that people will be interested in, okay? First of all, the 2024 International Quilt Festival has the following: more than 1,100 quilts on display, 30 exhibits. Oh, here we go. 600 shopping booths, 275 classes, and lectures.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. You can't just go for one day. And speaking about next year, you guys, because it's important for you to know this, next year, the 2025 International Quilt Festival will be held in Houston on October 9 through 12. The preview night is October the 8th, and classes begin on October 6th. Most importantly, these dates are earlier than usual. So you just need to mark your calendars and don't let it slip by so that you somehow or another miss it.
Yeah, mark them now as soon as we're done here. So I'm going to give you an inside tip if you've never been, or even if you have been. They produce, Quilts Inc., a beautiful show program. And where you can get the show program is at the gate and at the booth inside. Now, what's in the program is that it features full color photos of all the winning quilts, the artist statements, exhibitor lists, schedules, and details on all the quilts on display. People, for $2. So you can get it at the ticket booth and or on the show floor. $2. You don't want to miss that.
Yeah, I have a little collection of quilt show festival programs, from over the years. It's always really fun and exciting.
Okay, let's get started, Ricky.
All right. Alex, you're going to say every year each person attending.
Yep, yep. Flip it over. We practice. Okay, so every year, oh, this is so important, everybody, so important. Every year, each person attending Quilt Festival has the opportunity to vote for their favorite quilt, your favorite quilt. It's the winner, it's called the viewer's choice, and it's always exciting because it's an honor bestowed to one quilt there with popular appeal. Vote.
Absolutely. And just letting everybody know that we are, doing this presentation for you today, and that the award for the viewer's choice is sponsored by Quilters Rule. It is a $250 prize. The
Nice.
judges, yeah, be sure to cast your vote, right, Alex? Just go cast your vote at the Quilt Show booth. The show
Right, and
judges, I'm sorry, I keep jumping in on you.
that's okay. We think alike. We're parallel thinking here. What you need to know is that the winner of the judge's choice, of the viewer's choice, will be announced at festival at 1 o'clock on Sunday, November 3rd. So the last day at 1 o'clock, someone's going to be really happy.
True. And it's always fun to be on the floor when that's announced. There's a lot of cheering going on.
So, yay!
The show judges this year for 2024 included Lisa Ellis, Helen Young Frost, and I was privileged to be one of the judges as well. It is a wonderful, but it is also a very grueling process. It takes 3 full days to look at and evaluate all of these quilts. But you know what, Alex? We get to see every single really up close and personal.
Okay, I'm feeling a little gel. I'll bet it feels like being in a candy store for quilters.
Well, exactly. You can only imagine, because we get closer than anybody on those quilts. It's so wonderful to see the workmanship and all the excitement. But I have to brag about the judging team this year. We had such great discussion and interaction between us. Everybody articulated their thoughts and brought something to the table. And I have to say, in the end, I'm very proud to say that every single award that was awarded for this awards presentation for this year was unanimous with all three judges.
You got to be kidding me. That never happens.
It was really, really exciting.
So that brings us back to the Judges' Choice Awards. No, that brings us back to Viewers' Choice.
No,
After
Judge's
the
choice. You're right.
Choice.
Judge's
Oh, yeah.
choice.
Okay, right. I'm sorry, Ricky. So the three of them chose their favorite quilt, and then Bowen of France is awarding $250 to them.
That's right. And so Lisa Ellis's Judge's Choice Award goes to Millstones by Tatiana Bohachuk from Kiev in the Ukraine. And I have to tell you, Tatiana's quilt was inspired by a poem by Vasyl Semenenko.
Millstones, my quilt embodies the resilience of Ukrainians. Millstones are reflected in Ukrainian folk motifs, symbolizing endurance through the 20th century trials. Crafted with care, they honor hard work and kinship across generations. Each patch tells a story of beauty, echoing the spirit of my resilient people. Millstones is an original design and includes hand piecing, a painted artichoke technique, machine piecing, and machine quilting.
My choice is a reflection of my journey where I've been deeply involved with the exhibition called Sacred Threads, where we exhibit quilts that share a deeply personal story with a message. So I picked this piece called Millstones. It's by artist Tatiana Bohachuk. And what we know is that it's inspired by a Ukrainian poem called Millstones. Millstones are symbolic and they represent something that's a heavy burden or responsibility and prevents easy progress. Each patch tells a story of beauty, echoing the spirit and resilience of her people. I also love on some of the panels that there are these figures, but I also want you to look at this center medallion. You see these little splotches of color. Look at this workmanship, look at this concept. These are these teeny tiny prairie points. I love works that have this bifocal effect where you see this really interesting design from a distance, but then when you zero in, you see these tiny little details and you wonder, oh my goodness, how did she do that? That it's mind-boggling to me. It really touched me, and I hope that when you see it in person in Houston, I hope you're coming, and I hope you'll take a close look at it, and that it will touch you as well. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in Houston.
And congratulations, Tatiana. And I just have to give a little shout out to all of my great friends in the Ukraine. We're wishing you all the best. All right, so now we move to the judge's choice of Helen Young Frost. And the winner of this particular choice is To My Father by Sashiko Chiba from Morioka City, Iwate, Japan.
Sorry, I don't speak this language well, Ricky. I don't know if you know that. Sashiko says, this piece is dedicated to my father who passed away late last year. He was very important to our family. He was very excited about this quilt. I worked very hard to finish it, thinking of him. When I put many of his favorite things into the design, and I believe he is pleased with its completion. To My Father is an original design and features hand piecing, applique, embellishment, embroidery, trapunto, beading, and quilting. Let's see what Helen has to say about this.
The quilt I chose for my Judge's Choice Award has excellent hand applique and exquisite hand quilting. As a hand appliquer and hand quilter, I appreciate such superior workmanship. The quilt shows a great use of fabrics and it has a very balanced design, and it also has a delightful beaded edging. My criteria for a Judge's Choice Award is it has to be a quilt that I wish I could own or that I wish I had made, and this quilt is both. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Helen. I love that quilt as well. And my judge's choice for this year goes to A Prairie Evening by Deanna Corrigan from Qualicum Beach, British Columbia in Canada.
Deanna says, a winter evening on the prairie, a magical landscape with snow-clad fields, an icy pond, and a dramatic sky. A Prairie Evening is an original design featuring machine piecing, applique, embellishment, quilting, fusing, hand dyeing, and thread drawing. Okay, Ricky, what do you have to say about this?
I truly do love my Judge's Choice quilt, A Prairie Evening. One of the things that Deanna did was create such a wonderful, simple design, and yet it's so sophisticated. And workmanship matters. Every single one of these strips is absolutely straight. And once you're drawn into the full design, you get to see all the fun, tiny little details that just make me smile. I want to congratulate Deanna for a fabulous quilt, and I am proud to call it my Judge's Choice for 2024. So, hey, Alex, I just realized of all the times that you and I have rehearsed on this, all three of those judges' quilts were international quilts. That's very cool.
Oh, that's super awesome. Well, not to say too much, but a lot of the quilts are international, and that's what makes this exhibit so amazing,
It's
period,
why
across
it's
the
called the
board.
International Quilt Festival.
Okay. So listen, congratulations to all of you who won a Judge's Choice. Okay, everybody, do you know how?
Uh-oh, I lost Alex for just a minute. Somehow or another, the technology sometimes just goes astray. So I will take over until she gets back. Here she comes. All right. You're back, Alex. You're back, and you can go ahead and say
Okay.
everything you wanted to say about entering the
Okay.
quilt.
So here's the thing. If you want to be a winner at Houston, you have to enter your quilt.
You,
Okay.
you
And here,
definitely do.
let's take a look at this. Okay. So information on entries for the 2025 Festival Judge Show will be available on quilts.com in January. Click on enter your quilt button. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, here, everybody. So it's time for the category awards.
And you know, Ricky, just getting a quilt accepted as a finalist is huge. It's such a huge thing. So consider it an honor if your quilt is hanging there this year.
Absolutely. And you know what, Alex? You can't even get in if you don't enter, right?
So here we go again. We want to encourage all quilters to plan now to enter in 2025 because it's you, the quilters, and your quilts that make the Judge Show of the International Quilt Festival such an exciting and prestigious show.
And if you got into the show, we're sending you congratulations, whether you're an award winner today or not.
Okay, so let's talk about the category winners. There's money there. And remember, it's non-purchase. You get to keep your quilt and your money across the board. All right, for each of the following category winners, the first place quilt is awarded $1,000. The second place quilt is awarded $700, and third place is awarded $300.
All right. So, and now on to the winners. And remember,
Yay!
yeah, so you've got the cash prizes, you guys. It's yours to keep.
Yours to spend money. So
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
go shopping. Our first category is pieced quilts, sponsored by AccuQuilt and June Taylor.
All right. Third place in pieced quilts goes to My Secret Garden by Megumi Mizuno, Shiki, Saitama, Japan.
Megumi says, I began this piece in 2001, but did not have time to complete it. During the COVID stay-at-home restriction, I picked this up again and completed it using my taste, i.e., adorning it with flowers, animals, and insects. There are over 12,000 1 centimeter hexagon pieces. My Secret Garden is Megumi's original design and features hand piecing, applique, embroidery, and quilting. Congratulations, Megumi. I saw this and it was beautiful in person.
Yep. And another quilt, second place in pieced quilts, goes to Citrus Zing by Linda Steele, Orchards, Victoria, Australia.
Okay, Linda says juicy fruits on a plate and refreshing drinks are just what you need on a hot summer day. Citrus Zing is Linda's original design and includes machine piecing and quilting and is made using improv piecing without following a pattern. Congratulations, Linda. It's beautiful.
Absolutely, and all that wonderful detail. And the first place in pieced quilts for 2024 goes to Tunnel Vision by Clem Busick with Beth Newfer from Harwood,
Woo!
North Dakota.
Wow. Clem says tunnel vision is an explosion of color, texture, and dimension. It's easy to get drawn in. Tunnel vision is Clem's original design and includes piecing, quilting, and hand applique. Congratulations, Clem.
And congratulations to all the winners in the pieced quilts category.
Okay, the next category is Pictorial Small, and it's sponsored by allbrands.com.
And our third place in Pictorial Small goes to Is My Planet Broken by Dale Stewart from Torrance, California.
And the title of it Is My Planet Broken? Ricky, you froze for a little bit, okay?
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so Dale says, is this how a child views what's happening to our planet? Maybe naive confusion comes before understanding, but after noticing something is amiss. This fragmented earth is the environmental legacy we're creating for the coming generations, the inheritors of our planet. The children who cannot yet grasp the complexities of environmental issues are the ones who will face the consequences of our current action. Dale asks, do we care enough to do something? Is My Planet Broken is Dale's original design and features machine applique, fusing, and quilting. Congratulations, Dale.
Beautiful quilt. And the second place in Pictorial Small, the winner is Bremen Town Musicians by Kestrel Michaud from West Melbourne, Florida.
Kestrel says, this is my artistic take on the Grimm's fairy tale story, Town of Musicians of Bremen. This fairy tale was my favorite as a kid. I loved how the animals won and the scary thieves away from the house and scared the thieves away from the house. Animals are real life underdogs, but in this story, they definitely came out on top. Bremen Town Musicians is Kestrel's original design and features machine applique, fusing, and machine quilting.
Beautiful. And a little
Look at that
drum
dog.
roll for the first place in Pictorial Small. Get ready. It goes to El Legado de los Maestros by Eva Garmendia from Tolosa, Spain.
Ava says, this is a photo of the library of Mafra Palace in Portugal. And I wanted to a small tribute to Jenny Beyer by placing one of her wonderful books on the lectern. I have not used any paint, as it is a challenge for me to achieve the greatest realism using only fabrics. All the pieces were hand cut. Ava's design inspiration was a free public access image which she modified. The book stands with an image from the book Handmade Quilts by Jenny Beyer, of course used with permission. The quilt features fused machine applique and machine quilting.
And congratulations to all the winners in the Pictorial Small category. And now we move on to the Pictorial Large quilts, sponsored by World of Travel Quilts, World of Quilts Travel. And in third place, the award for third place goes to Oak and Rose by Becky Pryor of Mansfield, Texas, quilted by Jackie Brown.
Becky says, Oak and Rose is my interpretation of Beauty and the Beast. It's hand-drawn, painted, and inked. The characters are hand-appliqued in Tudor-style costume and surrounded by hand-appliqued broidery purse rose arbor. The scene is set in a moonlit forest glade that is filled with Jackie Brown's hand-guided quilted trees. Small moths flutter through the scene as Oak courts Rose with the gift of her namesake flower. Will she accept him? Oak and Rose is Becky's original design.
Beautiful quilt.
Yeah.
And the second place in Pictorial Large goes to Ferentino by Janet Fogg, Lake Oswego, Oregon.
Janet says, while visiting my ancestral town of Ferentino, Italy, I was inspired by the spiral column in the cathedral to design a family monument. Ferentino is Janet's original design and features machine piecing, machine quilting, and painting. Beautiful.
Absolutely. And now the first place in Pictorial Large category, it goes to Joyful Spring by Hiroko Miyama, Azumino City, Nagano, Japan, with Masanobu Miyama.
This makes me smile.
Yep.
Hiroko says, it's what she wanted. Hiroko says, I wanted to make a fun quilt, so I made all the characters jump for joy. Mount Jonin is our town symbol. The quilt features reverse applique with over 4,000 pieces, 1,900 leaves, and 300 flowers of apple trees. Joyful Spring is Hiroko's original design and features multiple techniques including machine piecing, applique, quilting, fusing, original digitized embroidery, hand dyeing, and applique piecing. Whoa, I think this is fun.
And we do want to send congratulations to all the winners in the Pictorial Large Quilts category. So up next is, what is that?
I was going to say, I don't know how you guys did it, the judges. I really don't.
It's not easy, let's put it that way. Our next category is machine quilting. This is sponsored by Bernina. And the third place winner in machine quilting goes to Dream Flower by Sashiko Sasakura from Nakano-ku, Tokyo, Japan.
Sashiko says, this quilt was inspired by a picture of the Hayakuden staircase, a cultural property designated by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. The silk fabric used, this is really wonderful, is from the kimono my daughter and I wore for our coming of age ceremonies.
That's a treasure, right?
Wow. Wow.
And the second place winner in the machine quilting category goes to Electric Snails number 2 by Carol Breyer Fowler Gentry from Port Townsend, Washington.
Carol says, this is one of a series of quilts that combines zigzags and spirals. In this case, symmetrical spirals. I created a line drawing in Corel Draw on my computer. Then I turned my line drawing into separate shapes. Where the shapes crossed, I used different colors and gradations, which made every shape appear transparent. The design was then printed on cotton fabric by Spoonflower, and the quilting was done with many different threads, colors, and patterns. Electric Snails 2 is Carol's original design and features professional fabric printing, digital painting, and free motion machine quilting. Beautiful, Carol. Just stunning.
I love seeing the details so that we can get up close and personal and see all this beautiful quilting.
Yes,
And
I can't wait.
so here we go again. In first place for machine quilting category, the winner is Truly, Madly, Deeply by Karen Lambden of San Antonio, Texas.
Karen says, I love the intricate piecing and touch of applique on this Wig's Defeat pattern. The layout allowed me to play with the quilting designs. I added beaded piping to the fun scalloped edge of the quilt. It was quilted freehand on my Inova long arm. Karen's design source was a Becky Goldsmith and Linda Jenkins pattern, Wig's Defeat, in the book Quilts with a Spin. Congratulations to all the winners in the machine quilting category. Wow.
Yep. Wow, that's what we say when we see just about every quilt in Houston.
I know,
Wow.
I know. Okay, our next category features quilts that no doubt require time and tenacity. The category is hand quilted, handmade, and is sponsored by Andover Fabrics Homestead Hearth.
And the third prize in the hand quilted handmade category goes to Tulips by Chinami Terai from Abiko, Chiba, Japan.
Chanami says, flowers, especially tulips, bring happiness to people in spring. So I'll give you a tulip bouquet with hope for your happy days. Tulip is her original design and features hand piecing, hand applique, embellishments, embroidery, and quilting.
So much to see, right?
Oh, yes.
And the second place in handmade hand quilting goes to Heartwarming Days by Aki Sakai from Hachikoji, Tokyo, Japan.
Aki says, the design was based on my family memories, our quilts group, Honeybee, and my favorite things. It took 1 year and 4 months to make. Heartwarming Days is Aki's original design and features hand piecing, hand applique, embellishment, embroidery, yo-yos, and quilting.
One of those quilts that you have to get your nose on, right?
You got that right.
And the same holds true for our next quilt, which is the first place in the handmade hand quilting category. The winner is Hello Ladybug by Ishizaki from Ashiya City, Hyogo, Japan.
Yoshiyuki simply leaves us with this question. Would you like to count the number of ladybugs in my quilt? LOL. I can't wait to give that a try. My gosh. Hello Ladybug is an original design that features piecing, applique, embroidery, and quilting all by hand.
Absolutely. We want to give congratulations to all the winners of the hand quilted handmade category.
Okie doke. So our next category is applique, sponsored by thequiltshow.com. Wait a minute, that's us. So Ricky, how long have we been together?
Let's see. The Quilt Show started in 2007, so I guess we're here for 18 years. And for those of you that may not know, on our online endeavor, we've produced over 450 shows, and they're all available to you instantly with your membership. So we invite people to become part of our community at thequiltshow.com.
International, baby, international. And honestly, we are so grateful to have been able to partner with the International Quilt Festival, Quilts Inc., to present these awards today. Thank you so much.
We really are. And Alex, I'll just let people know that you will be at market. So if they're there with their, market people, come say hello. I will be at festival. I have classes. I'm doing a concert. See me in the hallways. Look, we're both accessible. I think every teacher, every celebrity that the quilters know, we love interacting. So please go up to your friends, your teachers, and be sure that you say hi, get your selfies. It's all super fun to do.
I
Well,
would agree 100%.
Well, speaking of the awards that we're doing today, it's time to now get excited for the Applique category winners. And in third place for Applique, the winner is A Few of My Favorite Things by Judy Faulkner from Fort Worth, Texas.
Here's what Judy says. This quilt is composed of a few of my favorite things. William Morris designs, the color aqua and lime, turned edge hand applique, silk embroidery thread, lustrous beads, decorative cording, quilted vines, and curved cross hatching. I loved every minute, well, almost, that I got to spend creating it. Judy used Arabesque by Michelle Hill as her design source. A few of my favorite things features hand applique, embellishment, embroidery, machine quilting, and professional fabric for the back. I'm sorry, printed fabric for the backing.
Right. The back was her professional printed fabric. So kind of a unique element there. Love the quilt. And in second place, in Applique, the award goes to Flowerland by Sue Nichols from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Sue says, these are my original applique designs. Sampler blocks from my first book, Machine Applique, a sampler of techniques, were set around the new center flower basket. It was machine appliqued using the stitch raw edge fusible technique with original feather quilting designs free motioned in the border. There's some ruler work in the sashing area to complete the quilting. The little bird is a favorite design used frequently in my quilts. The design source, original, techniques, machine piecing, fused applique, and quilting.
Beautiful, and
Wow.
congratulations, Sue.
Yeah.
And first prize in the Applique Quilts category goes to A Rose for Sue, a tribute by Joanne Sorrentino from Levittown, New York, quilted by Rose Bell.
Joanne says, this is my tribute to the late Susan H. Garman, the designer of this pattern. Her hand applique and her designs were impeccable. I love hand applique, and I loved doing every block in this quilt. It took me 1.5 years to complete the top. It will be an heirloom for my family. I am working on 2 more of Sue Garman's quilts and plan to do more. The design is Sue Garman's Bed of Roses, features machine piecing, hand applique, and quilting. Congratulations, everybody. These are just spectacular.
Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, we're taking a little turn here. We're going to do abstract quilts. The category is sponsored by Sew Steady.
And in third place, in the abstract quilts category, the winner is Lives Paths 28 Flow by Barbara Triscari from Lebanon, Indiana.
Barbara says, we often get into the flow of getting through each day doing what we always do. The depicted paths are not going with the flow, but are breaching to expand to engage with one another. I've been frustrated at the lack of diversity in my primarily white quilting organizations, so I joined a Black guild. The hand embroidery spanning the negative space represents reaching out and building relationships and fighting the flow that carries us along. Barbara's quilt is an original design. It features machine piecing and quilting, hand embroidery, and dyeing.
I
Boom.
love the fun abstracts. It takes us on a fun journey.
Yes.
And in second place of abstract, the winner is Friends by Serena Brooks, Los Angeles, California.
Serena says, our high school friends group still looms large for me, both in real life and in my memory. Two have passed away, so they are depicted as slightly going off the quilt on either side. One was so consumed by smoke as a teenager that he is depicted merely as a puff of smoke. The others will have to guess who they are. Now that's kind of fun. I wonder if they can guess who is who. Serena's quilt is an improvisational original design, features machine piecing, applique, and quilting.
That just makes me smile. Are you ready for first place, Alex?
Yes.
All right. First place in the abstract category goes to Climb Every Mountain by Kazuyo Doi from Yokohama, Kanazawa, Japan.
Oh, Kazuyo says, I am grateful for my mother who loved life. She suddenly passed away while gathering cherry tomatoes in her mountain cottage garden on a hot summer day. Each applique circle on the left side, both the colored and the white ones, represent an alphabet that I designed and the name, the tomato code. It reminds me of her life and encourages me at the same time. Climb Every Mountain is an original design and features machine piecing and and quilting with hand applique. Congratulations to all the abstract winners. They really are diverse, which was makes them so incredibly wonderful. Good job.
Excellent. It's so fun to see these. And now, Alex, we're going to switch gears a little bit. It's time for the Master Awards. How are you doing?
Well, I'm kind of on pins and needles, okay? Because I know we're getting to the big monies and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little blood pressure rise here as well because I know how exciting this is for everybody. And I'm ready to do just that, get to the top prizes. But maybe we should remind folks a few details about the International Quilt Festival first.
Yes, there's still plenty of time to make plans to come and celebrate with us quilters. It will be the 50th show, let's remind everybody, and you'll see all of the Jug Show quilts plus the special exhibits
Yeah,
and
and who doesn't like to shop till you drop? The vendor mall is just full of enticements, and I no doubt will be coming home with some fabric and maybe some new tools. I always
uh,
do.
I'm going to say another tip is pack lightly or bring an extra suitcase. That's all I'm saying. There's such
Yeah,
good stuff
but
there.
but you know what, Alex? Even on the show down there at the convention center, they got a shipping thing for you. You can take your box over and say, "Just put this in my box. We'll ship it home."
Yeah,
It's
right. And remember, it's all happening at the George R. Brown Convention Center, and both Ricky and I hope to see you there.
We do. So, you guys, we are coming down to the wire, and very soon we're going to be announcing the Handy Quilter Best of Show Award. But first, it's time to present the 5 Master Awards.
And don't forget, each Master Award recipient receives $5,000.
Woohoo!
I
I
know,
could
they can.
I could spend that. The Superior Threads Master Award for Thread Artistry, sponsored by Superior Threads. That award goes to Solitude by Judith Phelps from Battleground, Washington.
Oh, Judith, congratulations. Really. Here's what Judith has to say about her quilt. The inspiration for this quilt came from a photo taken by Jimmy DeBacher. It is used with his permission. I love the way he captured the sky, water, and boat and gave a sense of isolation. The quilt was hand painted and then thread painted. It is 3 layers and made for storytellers with the themes waterworks. The quilt was made to be viewed from both sides. It features painted surface, whole cloth machine thread painting, and machine quilting. And let me say, there are plenty of white glove people there that will be happy to show the back of the quilt to you. You may not touchy, but they can. So if you see somebody and you want to see the back of the quilt, just kindly ask.
Absolutely. It is beautiful from both sides, I can attest. So, congratulations to Judith Phelps, the winner of the Superior Threads Master Award for Thread Artistry. And
Okay.
it's the Innova Master Award for Contemporary Artistry, and this is sponsored by Innova. And the winner of the Innova Master Award for Contemporary Artistry is The Arrival by Kestrel Michaud of West Melbourne, Florida.
Well, Kestrel, congratulations. You are on a roll, lady. Kestrel describes her quilts as, or this quilt, a lush tropical paradise. The scene depicts a monumental event. An airship from the human realm has just arrived. It carries an emissary who hopes to establish friendly diplomatic relations with the resident elves in the interest of learning about their connection to and mastery of magic. This unprecedented meeting will certainly have resonating effect on both cultures. Kestrel's quilt is an original design and features fused applique, digital printing, and machine quilting.
Congratulations to Kestrel Michaud, winner of the Innova Master Award for Contemporary Artistry. I can hear her cheering.
I know, and I'm getting more pins and needles, okay?
And now it's the Janome Master Award for Innovative Artistry, sponsored by Janome. And the Janome Master Award for Innovative Artistry goes to The Naughty Corner by Tanya Tanti from Altona Meadows, Victoria, Australia.
Congratulations down under to Tanya. I love the title of it, The Naughty Corner, okay? In telling about her quilt, Tanya starts with a question. Do you ever have quilts that whisper to you after you've thrown them into the naughty corner? Well, this one just wouldn't stop. Thankfully, it didn't. It's as stubborn and persistent as its maker. This quilt embodies an honest flow of moving emotions, connections, and letting go again. Last but not least, it serves as a reminder never give up. I love that idea. Never give up. That's a wonderful reminder. The Naughty Corner is an original design and features painting and free motion quilting.
Alex, I have a memory of my dad throwing one of his quilt tops in the garbage 3 or 4 times and kept pulling it out, and it became one of our favorites. So I love that persistency.
And I love being sat in the naughty corner as a little girl, but nobody gave up on me.
That's that's true. Congratulations to Tanya Tanti, the winner of the Janome Master Award for Innovative Artistry. And coming up now is the Grace Company Master Award for Traditional Artistry, and it is sponsored by Grace Company. The Grace Company Master Award for Traditional Artistry goes to Pathfinder by Kira Reps, Northwood, Iowa.
Woohoo, the dot lady. Congratulations, Kara. Ricky, look at those perfect circles. Come on.
I know. I love it.
Okay, so what Kira says about her quilt, every mandala is as unique as the person creating it. This quilt is made solely of turned edge hand applique, and each piece was individually hand sewn. I brought her to life with my free motion quilting pathfinder with all her colors and, of course, her dots just make me happy. In a world that's not always so colorful, I hope you smile when you look at her too. Kira's quilt is a total original design and features hand piecing, hand applique, piping, and machine quilting. Kazow.
Yeah, it's really lovely. Congratulations, Kira Reps, the winner of the Grace Company Master Award for Traditional Artistry. And Alex, we have one more Master Award, and then it's Best of Show, so I can feel the excitement streaming.
Okay.
And
The
now
sponsor. Wait,
I'm going to just say it's the eQuilter Master Award for Machine Artistry, and this award is sponsored by equilter.com. And the award goes to Butterflies, Bees, and Alphaba Trees by Janet Stone, Overland Park, Kansas. Hey, Janet.
Congratulations, Janet. We know you'll be having ice cream to celebrate. We know that, okay? So here's Janet's statement about her quilt. I've had the word alphabet trees in my head for a while and have always wanted to make a quilt featuring trees to use that word. The gold letters were free motion embroidered, and the cream colored backgrounds were appliqued using a decorative stitch. This quilt is Janet's original design and features machine piecing, applique, quilting, fused applique, hand embellishment, free motion embroidery, hand covered buttons. Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. Congratulations to Janet Stone, the winner of the eQuilter.com Master Award for Machine Artistry. All right, Alex, it's time.
Okay. I'm I'm so excited. I got to get a sneaky peeky of this while we were putting this together, and I am gobsmacked. It blows my mind. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying.
assure you, in the judging room, we were gobsmacked as well. Never have I seen anything like it. The reveal of the best of show will be, you guys, in just one moment. I know we're teasing you. But first, we have a message from Mark Highland of Handy Quilter.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Ricky. Thanks for doing this. It's been so exciting to see these award-winning quilts. I'm Mark Highland, CEO of Handy Quilter, and for the last 10 plus years, we've had the honor and privilege of providing the best of show sponsorship. It's a $12,500 prize. And here in a few minutes, we're going to learn who wins that prize this year. Now, at Handy Quilter, we're also excited that we get to gather just in a few weeks in Houston, Texas, and celebrate 50 years of gathering as a quilting community. We invite you to come down. Enjoy the quilt show. Enjoy all these wonderful quilts, including these award-winning quilts, and meet many of the makers. And of course, visit us that are vendors there showcasing some of our products. We're thankful to be part of the community. You are amazing, wonderful, passionate creators. We're grateful that you've made us the #1 brand of long arming in the world. And we're thankful that we continue to have your confidence and abilities. If you'd like to learn more about Handy Quilter, come on over to handyquilter.com. Check out all our educational videos that can help you in your passionate creations. Now, it's not about us, it's all about you. We don't know who this winner is. So maybe with a little bit of drum roll, I know Ricky and Alex do. So back to you, Alex and Ricky.
Hey, Mark, thank you so much. And thank you, Handy Quilter. You have supported the industry forever and a day. And I don't think we would be here without people like you. Super appreciate.
Wonderful, wonderful people in our industry. We're so grateful for it. Absolutely. The Handy Quilter Best of Show Award, $12,500. This award has been awarded to Still Life by Chen Jing from Beijing, China.
Oh, this masterpiece is a highly detailed silk measuring silk quilt. I'm so shook up, I can't stand it. I love this quilt. Measuring only 17 by 18 inches. Congratulations to Shen. Shen says, I wanted to use silk to express a realistic still life painting, including the picture and the frame. Yeah, the picture and the frame. The realistic effect of the picture frame was achieved by using embroidery by manually controlling it on a stationary machine. At the same time, I wanted to explore unique free motion quilting to present different picture effects on the front and back of the work. Okay, Shen's Shen's still life is an original design that features machine piecing, applique, embroidery, and quilting. But get this, the back of this miniature masterpiece features a quilted cat, a cat that magically does not appear on the front of the quilt. This is a quilt you will want to see up close and personal. I can't wait.
Lisa Ellis, and I had the privilege of judging the 2024 Houston International Quilt Festival along with Ricky Timms and Helen Young-Frost. And I am delighted to share with you my thoughts about our 2024 Best of Show. It is small. It's only 18 inches by 17, so it's relatively small. The craftsmanship is unlike anything I've seen before. I can't stop thinking about it and wondering how it was done. The intricate detail in every stitch, the use of thread is truly remarkable. It's beyond a work of art. And its uniqueness comes not just from the careful attention to detail, but also from how it invites the viewer to notice something each time you look at it. This quilt goes beyond expectations, and it creates a truly unforgettable experience. I can't wait for you to see this piece in Houston, and I look forward to seeing you there.
During the judging, we were all captivated by this little quilt. We marveled at the exquisite, tiny stitching, the multiple colors of thread, the hidden images only seen from the back. It's absolutely amazing. In my long career as a quilter, I've never seen anything like it. This quilt is unforgettable. Congratulations.
You know, I've been around the quilting pool hall for a while, but I will tell you, never in my experience have I seen such an amazing quilt, so unique and so detailed. This miniature quilt made of silk and stitched with the finest silk threads, done with the most beautiful micro satin stitch, the design with the luminosity, the colors. That frame on this quilt is not a print. It is all stitched like thread painting, and it looks 3D, but it's not. And of course, the magic trick on the back of this quilt, having a quilted cat with the teapots, but you don't see it on the front. There's so much detail. There's so much to see in this quilt. So a little quilt packs a big punch. Congratulations. Congratulations to Shen Jing, winner of the Handy Quilter Best of Show Award.
I need to say something personal, all right? When Ricky came back from judging, he couldn't show me anything, but he said this brought him to tears because he had never seen anything like that. And equally, the other judges were that smacked by the whole thing. So, Shen, congratulations to make an imprint on those judges' hearts and our hearts the same. Beautiful. And congratulations to all the winners for the 2024 International Festival Judged Show. What an incredible, incredible grouping of quilts. you still have time to get there. I also want to say, too, thank you to Quilts Inc. Okay,
Absolutely. And listen, a complete list of winners and photos of the quilts will be posted on the quilts.com website beginning on Monday, October the 14th. Video interviews with the Best of Show and Master Award winners will also be posted along with clips from those sponsors.
Now, here's another thing. This presentation has been recorded and can be viewed on Facebook and YouTube platforms for both thequiltshow.com and the International Quilt Festival. Please, please feel free to share. And I can't wait to see you in Houston.
I can't wait to see everybody in Houston either, Alex. I am really looking forward to it. It's been a joy and a privilege to partner with Quilts Inc. And the Quilt Show to present this today. I hope that we've had a lot of people watching. I hope that a lot of people had happy dances. And we hope that everybody has just really enjoyed the presentation as and inspired by all the amazing work. And of course, beyond these quilts that we've shared today, the quilts that are there that didn't win prizes, I can guarantee you there's many quilts that we wish could have won prizes. It's amazing.
This is what I have to say. Exactly. See you soon, everybody. Thanks, Quilts Inc. Thanks, Ricky.
Okay, thank you, Alex. Bye-bye.